Thanks for checking out the BoshNRoll channel. If you want to see me play your deck, hang out with me in the amazing BoshNRoll community in Discord, access to my lists and sideboard guides before tournaments, book an individual coaching session, or just generally want to support what's going on here, check out the Patreon and YouTube membership options. For the finest Magic the Gathering apparel on the market, use code BoshNRoll for 10% off your order at coalesceapparel.shop. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. If you want to play what I'm playing, use my affiliate link to support the channel while you shop for cards at tcgplayer.com and play any deck anytime on Magic Online with a cardhoarder.com loan account. Thanks for being here. Let's go play some Magic. Welcome back to the BoshNRoll channel for something that I'm sure you've all been waiting for. This is the first chance I've been able to get the cards. Shout out to channel fan Chris McGuire for providing them, letting me run the borrows to get this on the channel in time for Eternal Weekend. This is, of course, White Initiative or Initiative Stompy, White Stompy. There's a lot of names for this kicking around, but this is an accelerated fast mana creature deck built to put disruptive creatures into play and then get and keep the initiative until your opponent dies, which will happen quickly. White Plume Adventurer, 3 mana 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, you take the initiative. At the beginning of your opponent's upkeep, untap a creature you control. If you've completed a dungeon, untap all your creatures instead. Seasoned Dungeoneer, 4 mana 3/4. When this enters the battlefield, you take the initiative. Whenever you attack, target attacking cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard gains protection from creatures until end of turn. It explores. That is a lot of powerful text on these cards, on top of getting the initiative. I don't know that Magic Online has the ability for me to call up the Undercity right now so we can look at it. But basically, the first room, it's a dungeon with the venture into the dungeon mechanic from the D&D set, but it gets its own dungeon. You don't go into one of the 3 from that set. You go into the Undercity. First room is search your deck for a basic land, put it into your hand. The second room, you have a choice of put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature or scry 2. And I don't know exactly what order the Scry 2 dungeon goes. I think it's make a treasure, make a 4/1, and then flip the top 10 cards of your deck and put a creature into play. But the other path, that is put 2 +1 counters on a creature, target opponent loses 5 life, draw a card, and then flip a creature out of your deck. That kills the opponent very quickly. We'll see it in real time. I'll actually pull up the Undercity once it's important in a game where we can look at it. But opponents die real quick. This is a turn 1 or 2, 3/3. On your on your first upkeep with it, it becomes a 5/5 with vigilance because it untaps itself. That's a crunch of damage. And then your opponent takes 5, and then they're probably dead. All this is backed up with Thalia and Chalice of the Void. We are familiar with these effects and what they do to a legacy game. Anointed Peacekeeper and Elite Spellbinder are kind of newer ones. Elite Spellbinder, this is Paulo Vitor Domodorosa's World Championship card. 3/1 flying for 3. When it enters the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand. You may exile a non-land card from it for as long as the card remains exiled. Its owner may play it. A spell this way costs 2 more to cast. Basically, temporarily thought-seizing a card from your opponent's hand. Anointed Peacekeeper does a similar thing. 3 mana 3/3 vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, look at an opponent's hand. You may choose any card name. Spells with that name cost 2 more to cast. Activated abilities of sources with that name cost 2 more to activate unless they're mana abilities. This is kind of Sorceress Spyglass on top of Suppression Field, on top of Meddling Mage. There's a lot going on here on these stats. But all of this is in support of getting and keeping the initiative as quickly as possible. There's a lot of different builds of this deck kicking around. This is the one that just won the European Legacy Masters in the hands of Samuel Zahorsek. Sorry if that's not the correct last name. I'm probably miles off. But Samuel won the European Legacy Masters, which was an 84-player tournament of people who won qualifying events or were invited based on community contributions. So it was a heavy field. And this deck ended up atop all of it at the end. The sideboard, mostly stuff you'd expect, and maybe some things you won't. Lauren of the Third Path is a new card. It's a Reclamation Sage. So when it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Then you can tap it. You and target opponent each draw a card. And it has Vigilance, and it's a legend, so you can bounce it and replay it if you need to destroy more artifacts and enchantments. We got Fairy Macabre and Containment Priest as Graveyard Hate. Haven Mind Sensor as another way to stop your opponent from doing what they want to be doing. Swords of Plowshares for when you need to keep creatures off your back. And the most surprising card to show up in Legacy in recent weeks, Empty Shrine Kanushi. 1 white human cleric. Important it's a cleric because that's one of the things Seasoned Dungeoneer triggers off of. Give it Explore and protection from creatures. It has protection from the colors of permanents you control. Itself is a white permanent, so it always has protection from white, and then if you have any other colors, it gets those too. But this is exclusively for the mirror, where it's unblockable and unkillable. And it's just a way to poke, take the initiative, and keep it. Shocking cards. This is what I love about Legacy. Think what you want about these Commander printed products affecting Legacy. Empty Shrine Kanushi would not have had a chance to ever see the light of day if not for this sort of thing and people going deep to find solutions. Good shit. If you are interested in this deck and want to see a master play it, my co-host of Eternal Glory podcast, Phil Gallagher, over on the Thraben U channel, he's released a couple videos with this deck, various takes on it. He also wrote a massive primer on mulligan decisions, sideboarding, play patterns, all sorts of stuff over on his Patreon. You should check that out as well. I will admit I have not read that, and it's probably going to show in my decisions, but I'm going to do my best here with a style of deck that is not usually in my wheelhouse. Let's go do this thing. This is White Initiative. I'm on the play in round 1. This being Seasoned Dungeoneer is kind of a bummer. His hand is just dead to Wasteland. I can Chalice on 1 and pass the turn, or I could just Elite Spellbind them. See what shakes loose. I'm going to keep this. I would snap this off if this was Ancient Tomb and not City of Traders. I'm going to run with it on City of Traders as well. Ooh. Playing against a Serum Powder deck. Oh, we get some ideas here. I see Lion's Eye Diamond, Expedition Map, Manifold Key. Yeah, this is a good Chalice of the Void hand. The tricky part here is I would love to Chalice on 0 as well, but I don't know if I'm playing the game if that happens. I can deploy my Lotus Petal, then I can Chalice on 0, and don't know if their deck's going to do anything. Paradox Engine is in this deck, but if I draw Chrome Mox or Lotus Petal, I'm going to regret it. I'm going to do it. I think this is worth it. If I draw a land to cast Seasoned Dungeoneer, I just feel like I can never lose. If I have to spend my Lotus Petal spellbinding next turn, then it might be trickier. And I can't draw Chrome Mox or Lotus Petal because I locked myself out of those, hoping that it would hurt my opponent more. Versus Saga. Okay, maybe we're just dead to that. Immediately punished. Oh, I'm going to deploy the card I can deploy. Let's bind some spells. Elitely. Obviously, I mean, punished. There was 16 no punishes and 7 punishes in the deck, and I drew the wrong half, but maybe I'm supposed to just bet. Oh wow. 2 Mox Opals and a Manifold Key are locked up here. About to kick Mystic Forge out of their hand. Okay, let's see if we can get over the finish line, but they are going to be successfully Urza Sagaing under this Ancient Tomb. I have Solitude that can stop some of that. Okay, that's probably a good draw. I just need to draw a 3-drop. I can't play that into City of Traders, then I'm never playing another spell at all. But I have lots of good 3-drops I can draw and add to the board. I'm probably going to have to Solitude a Construct token here. Wish I could Cavern on Lotus Petal and shove it through the Chalice. I think I have to Solitude, and I think I have to do it now. I don't want them to gain 2 life, just 1. And then to search for something. It's the City of Traders. There's a Grim Monolith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can cast Mystic Forge next turn. They're casting Paradox Engine right now. Am I dead? I just lost the game. Yeah, they can still cast the Opals, which untaps Grim Monolith, even if it doesn't resolve. Yeah, if I just didn't Chalice on 0, game would have been over a long time ago in the other direction. Well, they've got 10 mana here. What are they going to do with it? Oh, it's an X spell. Oh, right, it's the Mystic Forge from Exile. I did know about that. Yeah, they can probably just cast their deck now or whatever. Okay. And every time they cast a spell, they can untap the Mystic Forge. Yeah, damn. Paradox Engine, too good. Hope of Girapur countered. Arn the Great Creator. Okay. I'm good. We're dead. Yeah, I probably messed that one up. Got a little excited. I think Lauren of the Third Path comes in against this obvious artifact deck. Chalice of the Void is good. Alice Jailer doesn't seem great. Alia seems completely bonkers. I bring in Lauren. We saw Expedition Map and Urza Saga, both of which search libraries. Is Aven Mind Sensor better than something like Solitude? I think it might be. I'm moving in on that. Leave a couple Solitudes in there in case I need to knock out a construct. Same problem. Basically the same hand, except this one has Thalia in it. Ugh. Have I learned anything? I think Thalia is better than Chalice, but they're both good. They're both here. I'm going to mulligan this. This hand is unkeepable. And I do have turn 1 Thalia, and then I can try to figure it out, but I'm going to try to do better. Okay, I'm going to keep this one. I have turn 1 nothing, but my turn 2s start to be pretty exciting. I'm going to put Solitude and City of Traders on the bottom. We'll see if this is rewarded. That City of Traders in my opening hand instead of Ancient Tomb, just hard punished twice in a row. And deciding if I'm going to disrupt them and how, or if I'm just going to slam the initiative. Got a Manifold Key from the opponent, and a Hope of Girapur. Okay, and a Lion's Eye Diamond. Oh, I forgot to bounce Hope. It's a legend. God damn it. I just clicked right through that. Okay, I drew Chalice. God, fuck. Just not bouncing that Hope is just so miserable. Already punted. This is the thing about Stompy decks that obliterates me. You can't mess up. Just every little mistake. There's no Brainstorm coming to save you. There's no Terminus. Nothing's coming to save you. You're just in trouble if you blow it. And blow it, I have done. I'm going to Chalice on one and bounce Hope of Girapur. Hate this, but it's a position I put myself in. Arn the Great Creator. Cool. Blowing up my Chalice. Glad I spent time on that. Bounce the Hope. Now I get to play a card at least. I can Anointed Peacekeeper, which can slow down Karn. I'm going to name Cleric on Cavern of Souls. Free a card in my hand as a Cleric. And I'm going to play Peacekeeper. Ooh, 3 Hope of Girapur and Spatial Contortion. Come on with the Spatial Contortion. I am dead to a top-decked land here. Guess I have to name Spatial Contortion. That at least slows down Karn. Or then I can attack Karn. But if I don't name Karn, they can just put Lattice into play. Then cast Contortion next turn. Wow, that sucks. All of this because I failed to recognize Hope was a legend in that first turn. Just MTGO stops. Shortcuts. Karn's at 6, goes to 4. Yeah. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna name Karn and hope I get some time to do anything here, but any mana source gets me. Okay. Fucking hell. Alright, if they get the Lattice, we're dead. And why wouldn't they? Yep. Yeah, that one's on me. Just missed the legendary activation. Would have had a creature in play. Would have avoided Chalice. Would have avoided... okay. Also, I guess the decision to try to put Chalice into play, and they just had Karn, versus last game where they needed a bunch of mana stuff to get up and running. Yeah, I basically made one obvious punt and one decision in that game, and they were both wrong. These decks are hard.
You come here to level up at Magic. To level up as a software engineer, check out the new YouTube series Dev Better, hosted by the founder of 7 Factor Software and Magic player, Jeremy Duvall. 7 Factor's small teams of high-performing engineers build custom mobile apps, APIs, and highly scalable systems for Fortune 500 companies and ambitious startups with great ideas. If you'd like to hire 7 Factor, or maybe join their team, contact them through their website at 7factor.io. And don't forget to subscribe to 7 Factor's YouTube for every episode of Dev Better.
I'm on the draw in round 2 with turn 1 Adventure. I'm going to see what we're up against here. Opponent's on a mull to 5, so it's either a Stompy Mirror or we're getting comboed out somehow. Opponent's rocking the 5-card hand over there. Chalice on 0. Okay, great. That was an important part of my plan. It is the mirror. I'm going to play Caracas. If their plan is Thalia, I can hit that. Also, I can take the initiative the old-fashioned way by just casting my own initiative creature. Horn of Amethyst. Okay, I'm not worried about that one. Now let's just start slamming initiative idiots into each other. Oh, that was a great draw. I have the first initiative here. My deck for a plains. And pass the turn. Okay, here's the rooms. It's basic land, 2 counters, 5 life, draw a card. Reveal the top 10 cards of your library, put a creature from among them on the battlefield with 3/+1 counters, gains hexproof until your next turn. We're probably going to take the initiative back the old-fashioned way here, just by casting their own initiative creature. Did not do that. That's surprising. I'm going to put counters onto my creature. I guess Solitude is something. Or they were just seeing if I would use the Undercity. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right. The mirror. Empty Shrine Kanushi. Get in. Towards the Plowshares. Probably in. Chalice of the Void goes out. What other cards go out here? Thalia. Not helpful. I imagine this sideboard is mapped pretty well. Like 8 cards in, 8 cards out. They just bring in Lauren of the third path. Not really doing any mind sensing. Containment Priest does line up against Touch the Spirit Realm in potentially interesting ways. It also is a creature with flash, which doesn't matter because the initiative creature has functional vigilance, and they also have Touch the Spirit Realm, so if they flicker one of my things, it's gone. Same as if I flicker one of theirs. Even Mind Sensor has flying. That seems like relevant text. I'm going to do this. Okay, I have turn 2 powerful plays. I'm going to keep. I don't know how scrappy this mirror gets. Like, is the second initiative trigger just GG, or can we let them do counters on a thing, then exile it to Palace Jailer, then we're chilling? We're about to find out. A Cavern. Okay. I'm going to go Plains, Lotus Petal, in case they get any ideas about Thorn of Amethyst or Alia or whatever. Human. None of the 3-mana adventurers are humans. Elite Spellbinder. Okay, they can knock the initiative out of my hand for a while. I think they have to take Palace Jailer because they have a flying creature that can fight the initiative. Oh, took Palace Jailer. Beginning of the next end step. Okay, yeah, there's no good time to do that. Okay, I can Palace Jailer next turn. This costs +2. Yep. I can Dungeoneer, introduce the initiative, get the first initiative creature, and then Palace Jail after that. Oh, wait, but I'm spending Lotus Petal to do this. It's a bad deal. Maybe I should just touch the Spirit Realm. I can just cast this normal Oblivion Ring mode. You don't have to do flicker stuff. And now I can Palace Jail if they season Dungeoneer. Hero of Bladehold. Fascinating. That's cool. It's going to go to jail, but it's cool. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Palace Jailer. They were probably counting on this costing more mana, but I had a second soul land that they hadn't seen. Now I'm drawing extra cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6, 7. Gonna jailer me back. Oh no, okay. Jailering me back would have been messed up. Dungeoneering is not great either, but at least not in jail. Because them taking the Monarch gives them their Hero Bladehold back, and then I'm never winning this game. Please don't have the Kanushi. Where's the Plowshares? Okay. That's kind of rough. Lotus Petal. Oh, White Plume Adventure is even better than Lotus Petal. I get to Elite Spellbinder. Oh wait, this gets protection from creatures. Shit. Okay. We are about to slam it out here. Guess I should start with Spellbinder. Look. At least I drew a spell I could cast. I'll take that Solitude. They're pretty close to just casting anyway. Cavern on Cleric. And we're going to be slamming back and forth here. They get their Hero of Blade Hold when I lose the Monarch. Not great news for our hero. I need Solitude right now. Shit. Yep, here it comes. Also gets to explore. Oh, they explored revealing Palace Jailer. That's good stuff. That doesn't go into hand yet, though. That's not how this works. We'll draw it for the Monarch trigger at the end of turn, but I get to slap back and become the Monarch again. Yep, so they take the initiative and they get the Monarchy, which also means they get Hero of Blade Hold back. My White Plume Adventurer can get protection from creatures, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're 1 mana short of Solitude here. Does this Caracas do anything? Don't know. 1, 2, 4. They don't have counter spells in their deck. I don't need to play Cavern here. I take the initiative, which lets me forge. I'm going to forge onto White Plume Adventurer. That can untap itself. It's also the one that gets to bash the hardest here. Back with my flying creature and my protection from creature. It also explores. Elite Spellbinder. Do I want this card? I'll draw it right away. Probably not. And it's literally any spell, which I can't be said about anything else. They're gonna have Palace Jailer, but I can't play this. I'm gonna graveyard that. I think I need better. I get the Monarch. You're at 5. I'm at 10. The Caracas. Draw a card. Swords of Plowshares. Bummer. I think I'm dead here. I'm gonna untap my White Plume Adventurer, and then they have Palace Jailer. They're drawing Solitude's in Exile. They can do one of those two things. This has protection from creatures. I can't win here. Hero of Blade Hold. What's up? Who knew? Also, I was gonna say it's a warrior, but it's a knight. Oh yeah, and when I get hit, I take 5 from the initiative, so we're definitely Omega dead here. Okay, now it's my turn to go first, which appears to be important. I don't have any answers for Hero of Blade Hold that aren't already in the deck, so just in we go. Easily mulling this Lotus Petal hand. I guess this is a land, but there's no path here to turn 2 play, and I'm not going to go all in on Empty Shrine Kanushi. This one has stuff on turn 2. Is that fast enough? I'm going to keep and put, I think, Cavern of Souls on the bottom. That is a second white source if I need it. I'm bottoming City of Traders. Let's Caracas go. I'm saving Amiria's Call for Solitude or Chrome Mox. Whoa, we got the remote farm, the depletion land. I'd love to see Lotus Petal or Chrome Mox here. Swords of Plowshares I'm not disappointed in. Take a poke with Spellbinder, and then what's going on? Oh, 2 Palace Jailers and Swords of Plowshares. I'll take one of the Jailers, I guess. I get the initiative here, but they get the Monarch. And it'll be initiative versus Monarch for a little while. Oh, or I'm just getting anointed. Okay, they name Seasoned Dungeoneer here. I can plow this thing, but it still puts me a turn behind on my extraneous command zone game action. Seasoned Dungeoneer is the name. No surprise there. I can Swords to Plowshares. I am not upset about. I could zap in Amiria's Call as an untapped white source here, plow the Peacekeeper, plow the Palace Jailer when it comes down, and then I have the only creature on board. I'm going to plow Peacekeeper. And I'm going to shock in Amiria's Call. I think it's going to telegraph my play, but I also think it's just the play that I have. Taking 3 in this matchup feels bad, but this remote farm is about to cash in, and then they don't have double land anymore. There's the Caracas. Comes the Palace Jailer. Yep. Wait, I was untapping into 5 mana anyway. I just can't count. And these decks, they get me real good. So you're going to have the Monarch. I'm going to have the initiative. And just name Cleric on this pretty safely. Yeah, My brain is just not functional. Okay, initiative versus Monarch. They did not draw a mana source, it seems. I'm going to go into the Lost Well and scry too. Gotta get some action going here. That's some action. Bottom, top. And the initiative triggers every time you take the initiative. If I'm already initiated, it doesn't care about that. So I do get to immediately go into the next room, which is goad target creature or make a treasure. And I guess I'm making a treasure. Neither of those are very good, but I had to go down the wrong path because I didn't have a creature. They drew another plow. Okay. They can't take the initiative right now. I get a skeleton, which can continue to pressure the initiative. Shit. Now they have the initiative and the monarch, and I'm gonna lose. I need solitude, like, immediately. Oh, and they still have Palace Jailer chilling. As soon as they find the mana for that, they're good to go. Yeah, traders. I just bottomed this. Motobug confirmed. So I'll play it. Romok's looking pretty bad at this phase of the game. And they get to go down the correct path of just gassing up their creature. 5/5, then I take 5. Oh, no solitude here. Your boy needs a Promise Kanushi. Well, there's solitude, a little late to the party, but I'm not upset to see it. They're going to put me to 4 this turn. I take 5 from the trap, and then White Plume Adventurer crunches for 5. Touch the Spirit Realm can keep solitude from connecting. Just shocked in there. Their land. Hero of Blade Hold. Yeah, and now, like, all of the fucked upness is just piling on. Yeah, if I solitude one of these creatures, they can flicker it and save it, and then they don't even care, and I can't get through these things anyway because White Plume Adventure untaps itself, and solitude is just smaller than these creatures. And if they flicker White Plume Adventure, when it comes back, they take the initiative and just go straight into the Throne of the Dead 3 final room. I did not play this game perfectly, and I think their tech is better than mine. They also... Alright. I guess I should draw for turn. Not that I think it's necessary here, because this game is... Untap your creature. I guess if I just cast a thing and take the initiative the old-fashioned way, well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4... He's in Dungeoneer. I get the 4/1 skeleton, which they have Touch of the Spirit Realm to just get rid of. Skeleton has Menace, not Haste. Okay. We'll see if they have another Swords to Plowshares, because I do have... We've seen Touch the Spirit Realm. That can channel to flicker the skeleton out forever. If I can survive for a turn with the initiative, I get to chuck another creature into play. Their Swords of Plowshares got me out of just dead range. Their other Palace Jailer that got picked out by Spellbinder is still just over there. They can cast that one. That uses all their mana for the turn. They can't touch the Spirit Realm and do that. Hardcast Touch the Spirit Realm. Going after my Adventurer or Dungeoneer, whoever you are. And here's a Cavern. If this casts a initiative creature, we're back in trouble. Okay, they had a second Touch the Spirit Realm, which means they're taking the initiative and drawing a card. And okay, once again, I find myself needing to draw a straight-up initiative creature to take the initiative and immediately throw another creature into play. But my opponent's also about to complete the Throne of the Dead 3. Okay, initiative creature. I've been through a lot of them, but how about another one? Empty Shrine Kanushi. Well, saying there's a chance. I think this is 1 turn too late. They're about to complete the throne. Creature gets hexproof and very large. I don't know. Let's see if Kanushi can bring it home here. They threw a Seasoned Dungeoneer into play. Oh, but now their Adventurer gets protection from creatures, and I can't even block. Yep. Just obliterated. That turn where I played the Emeria as a land untapped, and I just didn't need to. If I play that tapped, play my Seasoned Dungeoneer the following turn, holding up white, it's not obvious that I have Swords to Plowshares. Maybe I can get through the Palace Jailer if they don't know that I have something. I don't know. That was And they have Hero of Bladehold, 2 Palace Jailers, and 3 Swords of Plowshares, and 2 Touch the Spirit Realm versus my 2 removal spells. They had 5, 6. Yeah, we were just the Monarch for too long. On to the next round. Lessons learned. This video is sponsored by Moxfield.com, the easiest way to build Magic decks online. Moxfield supports over 30 formats, including Legacy and every other format you'll see on this channel. They have multiple customizations so you can view your deck how you want. Text view, stacks, grid, custom grouping by type, subtype, color, light mode, dark mode. However you want to see your deck, they can provide it for you. My favorite feature is you can choose your set printing, make the deck look exactly how you want it to. The deck screen features expandable sections that show you what tokens your deck makes, your recent change history to the deck, stats about mana curve and opening hand distribution, mana cost distribution. You can deal out sample hands and even play test the deck. Island Ponder. You know I'm keeping this one. This site has everything. Follow me on Moxfield.com to keep up with decks I'm playing for the channel and what I'm up to in paper. I'll see you there. On the play for round 3, I have 4 colorless mana and no way to cast spells. I'm going to mulligan. Yeesh. I can turn 2 White Plume Adventurer or turn 1 Thalia and hope my mana develops. And if Adventurer triggers, then my 3rd land is lined up. Guess I'll keep this, though I'm not excited about it. I will land go. I'm just playing around Wasteland and also not giving away my Lotus Petal. What I'm trying to do here. Need a Cavern of Souls right about now. I could also just slow it down, play Thalia on turn 2, and then go for Adventurer. Now that I know the matchup a little bit. Oh no. What the hell? Is it the mirror, but they have blue? That's cheating. Okay, I'm gonna White Plume Adventure. Or am I supposed to Thalia here? No, I'm gonna Adventure. Okay. Have the initiative. Get the last land out of my deck. The deck goes Tundra, Lotus Petal, Helpful Strix. Some sort of initiative slayer. I'm gonna Forge and attack. Yeah, I'm making the attack. If they trade, then they can't take the initiative. Cool. Cool. And now I'm gonna check their hand with Spellbinder. What are you doing? Oh, you're a weird Doomsday deck. Esper Doomsday. Alright. I guess I'll take the Doomsday then. That's what we're doing. And I don't think I want to Chalice on 0. I can Chalice on 1 and Thalia next turn. That sounds like a better way to spend my life. I have to leave a blocker back for this Baleful Strix. It's having creatures in the combo deck. And off hard right now. Oh, Thoughtseize. Cool. That was a good one. What are you more worried about? I do have 2 pretty significant disruptive elements here. Their hand is triple cantrip. One of them does cost 2, but alright. That's bold. I would have thought, based on the composition of their hand, that Chalice was a bigger problem. Alright, take 5. Chalice Jailer, what's up? I'm gonna go for Jailer. I know 3 of the 4 cards in their hand right now, and if I can remove this Baleful Strix, then I get to attack with impunity and just try to steamroll here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I want a Chalice for 0. I still think 1 is the right number. Oh, immediately punished. Get to draw an extra card from the Undercity this turn, and then we're in the throne. And they're dead on board if they Doomsday. They have to Doomsday and win all at once. Under on the stack. Did not shuffle. Liked what they found. Thought seizing my Chalice. Deal. Unpunished for playing it on 0. Not playing it on 0. And we got the Tilt Scoop. I know how that feels. After playing the last round. Okay, Doomsday. Even Mind Sensor, hell yeah. I don't think I want Lauren or any of these other cards. I think it's just Aven Mind Sensor over... And Solitude does have text because of the Strixes. It's got to be Touch the Spirit Realm. Like I want 0 of these in. Is there another card that I can play? Lauren, actually. If I activate Lauren with Thassa's Oracle trigger on the stack, my opponent dies. Lauren kills Baleful Strix, and she has other relevant text. I'm in for that. And I think I shave a Solitude. Okay, I have turn 1 Disruption, turn 2 Initiative, or turn 1 Initiative, turn 2 also Initiative. I'm going to keep Cast Ponder. Nope, it's Duress. Well, there's only one hit for Duress, but it happens to be a good one. Okay, Caracas, go. There's a Ponder. I think I want a Peacekeeper here. I haven't seen it, but I think it's just the card I want to put on the stack. If they have 2 Doomsdays, I want to make sure I hit both of them. If I catch them slipping on this Flooded Strand, I can shut it off. First pitching Preordain on the Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper naming Thassa's Oracle also seriously messes up a Doomsday pile. Oh, they're on the 3 mana. If they Doomsday here and pass the turn, that's probably good enough. Maybe for that reason I'm supposed to lead on Spellbinder, because Anointed Peacekeeper can mess up a Thassa's Oracle proactively, where a Spellbinder has to react to the cards in their hand. We draw out the Force of Will on the Spellbinder, then we Peacekeeper, naming Oracle. Yeah, I messed that up. I'm going to say that a lot this league. These are just cards I've never played with in a style that I don't have a lot of reps with. Spellbinder first would have been the way to do that. Then we name Thoracle, and winning is really hard. Doomsday has resolved. Let's get a look at this deck. Okay, we're doing the full Esper Mentor sideboard plan thing. Got it. Another Spellbinder. What I got here. Hope to slow down their pile, but there's really nothing that I can imagine their pile can't beat here. In the Oracle in their hand's kind of interesting. I did just exile that, but if they have 2 Oracles, that doesn't matter. Or they could set up a multi-turn line. Lion's Eye Diamond, or they could just win right now. Great Wraith, Cycling, Sitter, and Bonus Oracle. Yep. Yeah, if I had sequenced that the other way, they either have to Force of Will my Spellbinder, and then I kick Doomsday out of their hand, or and then the Peacekeeper. Yeah, okay. Learning. Learn from me so you don't have to figure this out yourself. I do still have kind of a high amount of creature hate in my deck, so them having Mentor doesn't really change my life at all. I have an explosive hand here. I get to turn 1 something and then turn 2 something else. Do I want to go straight into Spellbinding and Peacekeeping, or is Thalia where I want to be? I'm definitely keeping. I have to pitch one of these, then I get to cast the other 2. I guess if I keep Thalia, then I can keep my lands as well. Yeah, I'm going to Chrome Mox. Please force this. Okay, I'm going to exile Spellbinder and then play Thalia. This lets me keep 4 mana permanently, rather than losing the City of Traders to the first Stiff Breeze. Okay, cool. Cleric. A lot of clerics in this deck, I like it. Let it resolve, let it resolve, let it resolve. Okay, they fetched in response. Disappointing. They know about that. Okay, we've got Baleful Strix, Brainstorm, another Flooded Strand, Dark Ritual. I think I just want to name Baleful Strix. Brainstorm's pretty bad right now. I'm going to name Baleful Strix. I got plenty of lands to develop with. And if I can just push damage through before they really do anything, good situation for me. Land go from my opponent. Yeah, they're probably setting up a end-step Brainstorm, but back for more damage, and I'll pay 1 to get my Lotus Petal in. Invest in the future. I don't think I want to play City of Traders yet. He did not end-step Brainstorm. There's Flooded Strand, making moves. Didn't Brainstorm before the Flooded Strand, so some other plan has emerged here. Okay, we're Doomsdaying. Down to 1 life. They go to, or no, they're dead. You're dead if you Doomsday. Okay. Dark Ritualing out Baleful Strix, fair enough. All right. Dark Ritual, Baleful Strix. Thalia has First Strike. Yo! Artificer. Still. This, I love when a plan comes together. I boarded this in because Baleful Strix is an artifact, and we're in there. This locks out Thoracle kills, and she's a legend. I can loop her. They're dead if they cast Doomsday. This looks pretty clean, unless they like mentor me right now. If they mentor, they can't cast a spell unless it's Lotus Petal. Full Strix still costs 4. That's a big difference between the Spellbinder and the Peacekeeper, is all of the card you name costs more, where the Spellbinder, just the one you knock out, does. I guess they could find Swords to Plowshares here and end up at 1 life when the dust settles, because they'd have to fetch to cast it. This is Prismatic Ending. I beat that anyway, because they can only hit the 2-drop, which leaves 5 damage on the board. They're passing the turn. So it's got to be Swords to Plowshares or just nothing. Those are the things they could have here. Attacking with all my creatures. And Vigilance rules. Just attack with all my creatures, but only one of them gets tapped. Swords to Plowshares it is. When it goes to 1. I believe I would like to be the Monarch. And I'm also going to leave up Arrakis for all my legends. I'd like more cards, please. And more power and toughness in play to make sure that they can't sneak out of this. Doomsday literally kills you. Can't even make a win this turn pile. A Brainstorm. Can't fetch. Can't force. And we did it. We're on the board. Beating Doomsday. I mean, slapping Doomsday around feels good. There was a sequencing error in the game that I lost. Just didn't fully understand how the different creatures and their similar effects, similar but different enough that there was definitely a correct order, and I did it backwards, but a lesson learned, and we got away with the match this time. Dialing in on this thing. Let's catch up in the back half of the league here. We're a few rounds into the video. Thanks for sticking with me. Friendly reminder that if you're still here and having fun, smash that subscribe button. And if you want to play what I'm playing, you can use my affiliate link for TCG Player to support the channel while you shop for cards, and you can try any deck anytime with a cardhoarder.com loan account for Magic Online. All these links are in the video description below. Now back to the league. I'm on the play for round 4. The redemption arc continues. There is a lot of upside, a lot of explosive turn 2. I don't know if I'm supposed to mulligan for a turn 1 or a turn 1 lock piece, then turn 2. I think this would be unkeepable on the draw. It might be unkeepable on the play, but I am going to keep it. Getting to just jam Adventurer into Dungeoneer with Solitude Protection feels good. I think I lead on Ancient Tomb because it's replaceable. If my white source gets wasted, my hand is non-functional. This does give away a lot, but I think Caracas Go gives away the same thing. Verdant Catacombs, a Swamp, and a Thoughtseize. Okay. I have multiple 3-drops I can cast on my way up to the 4-drop. Let's do this thing. It'll be really interested if they take Anointed Peacekeeper. Oh, wow. Are you Depths? Huh. Am I supposed to Peacekeep them after they take Solitude? Do I just always want to be the initiative and we'll deal with everything else after that? And if they're Depths, I have a Caracas in play. I'm just going to take the initiative here. Let's do what the deck's supposed to do. Get my planes and we'll send it. Because I could just get stormed out here. And the Solitude might have been able to gain life and make the storm count higher. Is that what they're playing towards? Or do they have the Dothy Voidwalker here? Thoughtseize my Dungeoneer. Oh, are they a Reanimator? Fuck, that was really smart. Okay. Cool trick. I'm in a lot of trouble now. Figured that one out a little too late. Maybe I was supposed to Peacekeep. How do I this? I don't think I do. Just wrecked. Obliterated. And I need the top of my deck to help is the answer. And I'm getting unmasked. Put me to empty and beat me with my own initiative. Fair enough. That draw did not help. This is not a legend. This does not have any sort of evasion or protection of its own. We're just passing. Yikes. Imagine they'll probably go into Lost Well. And because they can't attack or they lose the initiative. Alright. I guess I'm wrong. And they get the card advantage and a bunch of damage on me. They have another Reanimate, they just get Solitude and put me in the earth. Explorer is so messed up in Reanimator. You just see Grizzlebrand, get your +1 counter, put it in the graveyard. They also don't need to attack. If their creature is big enough, they could just hang out. And they have Animated for Solitude. Jesus. You were the chosen one, White Stompy. I'm high confidence that this game is unwinnable. They just added Badlands to their hand. A Ganjo, nope. All right, well, there's that. That's a way you can lose. Okay. Containment Priest. And maybe on Aven Mind Sensor. Do I even cut, though? All these cards are good. And they've made it clear they're willing to use my own creatures to kill me and just get off their entire game plan. And it was a good plan, it turns out. Maybe it's Palace Jailer. It's just... I mean, it clears Dungeoneer if they reanimate one of my things, but it's also unlikely to find a target otherwise. That's the Spirit Realm's busted if I can flicker my creature out. Oh, that would have been the draw. If I could exile the Seasoned Dungeoneer and then he comes back into play on my turn. That's what I was trying to in game 1. Peacekeeper and Spellbinder seem pretty important. Spellbinder is worse than Containment Priest, though. And they're both worse than Very Macabre. Maybe I don't want all my Touch the Spirit Realms, but some amount of them. Okay. I'm going to try it like this. Now that I know what we're up against. Jesus Christ, this deck. Obviously it's 3 City of Traders. Not even a white source among them. Chalice plus Very Macabre is really exciting, but I don't think this hand is playable. Send it. Okay, that's much better. I'll keep this one, and something has to go to the bottom. I kind of want to turn 1 Thalia here, and then turn 2 Creature. Do I want Peacekeeper or Containment Priest? I think Very Macabre ends up on the bottom of the deck regardless here. Could pitch Very Macabre to Chrome Mox, but that's my only true white source. These are not all the same creature type. Or yeah, they are all humans actually. But I think bottoming Macabre is still better. Macabre to the bottom. And I'm going to Thalia into Peacekeeper, exiling Containment Priest, or exile Peacekeeper and hold up Containment Priest. I think I exile Peacekeeper. A Priest is just such a hammer. I was going to do this, though. I could have bottomed City of Traders and kept the Macabre, because I'm just casting 2 drops. Oh, I hate these decks so much. They're so hard. You just have to lock in these decisions on turn 1, and there's just nothing you can do about it. I can still get griefed or unmasked here. I'd prefer that didn't happen. They seem to be tapping mana. Maybe I'll just put Lotus Petal into play for next turn. Unmasked targeting me. Okay. Disappointed, but okay. How about Seasoned Dungeoneer? Here's Solitude. Maybe someday that'll be good. I want to miss their land drop. That's good news for the Thalia player. And I can cast Lotus Petal here, which unlocks the Solitude that otherwise was stuck in my hand because I don't have double white for elementals on the land. Stupid. Yeah, this Thoughtseize does make sense, and they're targeting themselves. That make extra sense. Oh, Iona. Iona? Shield of Emeria. That's what they just did. I need Arrakis immediately. Jesus. They have Wear Tear, and they have 2 Dark Rituals, which do get them up to Animate Dead. Fuck, man. Yeah, so I'm all in on Caracas now. There's Dark Ritual and Animate Dead. Animate Dead resolves, and then I'm going to play Solitude. I have to do it now or I don't get to do it. Put it into play and decline to exile anything. Iona's not a trigger, it's as it enters the battlefield. So you can't exile it in response to naming white. Okay, there are 2 Caracas in the deck, and that's my whole plan now. Miserably, if I had just led on Priest, I would win. They've presented nothing that can answer Containment Priest yet. They're not winning the damage race, though, so we are going to play Drago until one of us breaks through this. I'm trying to do a 2-outer. Oh, I can touch the Spirit Realm and exile that, so I have a 4-outer. Yeah, okay. Slightly better than I thought it was. You cannot attack me. Right, we're both just goofing around here. Oh, and I drew touch the Spirit Realm. Okay. What is the best way to maximize this? If I touch on their turn. I get to untap. I only have 4 total mana here. Okay, so I want to touch Iona in their end step, and then untap and cast Spellbinder and any other card I draw. Oh no, they have 3 mana to destroy my Chrome Mox now. They don't do that, at least not at the timing that matters. Exile target artifact or creature, return to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Oh no, I should have done Solitude. It's not too late. Huh. Solitude's got to be better than Iona. Okay. We'll take another turn on the catwalk here. I missed the line, but I'm not going to do something stupid just because it's there. Just to, like, save face. Not how we play Magic around here. I'm going to pass into their turn, and then I'll flicker Solitude during their second main phase. Okay, we're in second main, and I'm going to touch the Spirit Realm targeting Solitude. But if they... Oh, shit. If they reanimate my Containment Priest, I'm in the dumpster, and I'm in the main phase. I needed to do this on my turn. Oh, no. Go to 5, and then I can attack around Iona. Okay, I'm somehow just back on flickering Iona. What a fucking disaster this has been. Okay, I'm going to touch the Spirit Realm targeting Iona. Get out of the Spirit Realm. Or get out of the Mortal Realm. Go touch spirits. Oh, that also kills Animate Dead, but that doesn't matter. That's Irrel. And, okay. I can Spellbind my opponent and then play Chalice. Really disappointed I couldn't figure out that Solitude line on the fly. All this could have happened just a full turn cycle ago. Fuck is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, we knew about that one. And I was prepared for it. They've got Grizzlebrand, Reanimate, 2 Dark Rituals. I'm about to play Chalice. So let's just kick the Grizzlebrand out of here. Put my opponent to 5. And then I can attack around Iona for the win next turn. Second main, Ancient Tomb. Chalice of the Void, X equals 1, and I can pay the extra for Thalia. There we go. Somehow, we're back in this. They have 3 1-drops in their hand, and they're dead on board. Please don't do anything. Wow, that was a mess, but we got there eventually. And they did have the Reanimate, so flickering my Solitude in their main phase would have killed me. I needed to flicker Solitude on my own turn. I think what happened is I recognized in waves, like, oh, this is an out. Oh, this is a better way to answer Iona. Oh, they have Containment Priest. And rather than figuring it all out at once, I caught myself right at each step in the process, which not how you want to do that. Not punish, though. And Touch the Spirit Realm just went up in my estimation now that I know we're playing against Iona. But what card is worse? Yeah, I don't even know what to cut. Every card is doing exactly what it's supposed to right now. Do I cut another Spellbinder, or is it Dungeoneer? Dungeoneer is both the most expensive card in my deck and the one that I want them least to reanimate. Okay, tell me why that's crazy in the chat, people who have played this deck. And I want better answers than the deck's called White Initiative. Don't cut initiative creatures. We can do better than that. Okay, I've turned 1 Containment Priest. I'm going to keep. If I get turned 1, I'm dead. I'm not going to mulligan specifically for Fairy Macabre. If they thought seize me and take Lotus Petal, that's actually kind of a beating. But I'm ready if they reanimate one of my things with Touch. And with Containment Priest, Touch is just Swords to Plowshares. It went to 5. Unmask targeting me. Okay. I have 2 of the card that I care about. Unless they want to go after Lotus Petal and bet that I never find mana. Which, entirely possible. In my track record here. Wow, they just passed without a land, and I drew Fairy Macabre, get fucked. Okay. Please go all in. Please go all in on something. Did they forget their land last turn, or did they just rip it off the top like a boss? I hope they Dark Ritual into him reanimate right now. Do it. Do it. Passing the turn. On land, I'll take that. I'm not picky. Chrome Mox, I think I feed the Dungeoneer. I'm just so far away from doing this, and every other card is better. And I am going to play Thalia because they haven't seen Fairy Macabre, and they missed that land drop. Even if they Entomb Reanimate in response, or Entomb in response, untap Reanimate, I'm cobbed up here. Yeah, okay. Ugly, but successful. Important lessons there. You really have to think about everything that's going to happen. Like, I'm used to thinking about everything that's going to happen with a blue deck in a different way. Like, if this, then this, but this, then this, and this, then this, with like Brainstorm in hand and Force of Will and Swords of Plowshares. But this is just a totally different type of thinking where you have to be the one putting the opponent in the spot of, what if they do this? Like, you're the this in the what did they do this question versus the what, you're the this. And this is just not the magic that I'm good at, but we are figuring it out. And I think it was heads up noticing that Solitude play where they could reanimate Containment Priest. I'm proud of that. Even if it took like a weird, awkward turn cycle to get there, at least I didn't get blown out by some bullshit. So lessons are being learned. On to the final round. For the absolute best Magic the Gathering apparel on the market, check out the link in the video description to coalesceapparel.shop and be sure to use the code BoshNRoll for 10% off when you check out. I'm on the play in the final round, positive record on the line, versus a Yorion strategy. This hand is not keepable. I think I would keep this with a land, but not with Lotus Petal. Just not going anywhere. This hand is almost the same, slightly better, but also slightly worse. I think I got a mulligan this too. Yeah, because after I mulligan, I have to pitch 2 things to the 2 Chrome Moxen just to even get off the board. Then I have 2 cards left in my hand. Let's just go to 5 in that case. Now we're cooking. Keep this. And I want to cast 2 creatures. So if I Lotus Petal City of Traders something, then I can Cavern the other thing on the next turn. Anointed Peacekeeper can name Wasteland in an emergency, so I think I'm sending the 2 Spellbinders to the bottom. Okay. This is now the plan. Lotus Petal, Anointed Peacekeeper, and then I'm going to Cavern through the White Plume Adventurer, which will tutor up my next land, and we're off. Okay, Aether Vial, Field of Ruin, Plains. This is just regular old Death and Taxes. I don't really want Aether Vial to happen. Stoneforge Mystic's super annoying. I think I'm naming Stoneforge Mystic here. I'm glad this Field of Ruin is Field of Ruin and not Wasteland. I am worried about Aether Vial, but as Stoneforge happens faster, Plains Vial. Okay. Now I get to initiate. Right on time. 2 mana in the pool. Cleric is the name. White Plume Adventurer, get in. Go find that Plains. And attack for 3. Next turn, Chalice turns off at least Swords to Plowshares. Hope they don't draw one in between. Gotta watch out for this Iganjo. This Anointed Peacekeeper is keeping Stoneforge Mystic from arriving a turn earlier, and it makes it cost 4 to activate. The other Plains. Second Vial. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1 card I don't know in their hand. I'm gonna go into the Forge and bring the Ruckus here. I'm gonna target White Plume Adventurer because my other creature already has Vigilance. And let's just assess the situation pre-combat with this Chalice of the Void. We're in there. Back with all my creatures. Okay. Opponent just F6 straight through the whole combat. I will untap this creature. Opponent's at 9. They're going to go to 4 when I trap them. And then I'm going to keep beating. They can cast Skyclave Apparition and Violent Stoneforge this turn. Yeah. See if they turn off the Stoneforge Mystic or just go after the bigger creature. Bigger creature it is. It's actually dangerous because if I attack, they can double block, then I don't have a creature. Do I want to goad? Then Skyclave has to attack. I get a 3/3, they lose it. Being at 4 is not necessarily better than them being at 9. A Soul Land is a great draw, but anything else is kind of medium. Either my deck's full of 3-drops or the lands to cast them, and this 4-drop in my hand's kind of funky. But they have Iganjo, so goading doesn't matter. Yeah, alright. Crap ya. Ancient Tomb. Oh no. Okay, oh wait, I get the 3/3. Never mind. They have to block, and I get the 3/3 when they have to block. Duh. Fucking, what am I even doing here? Opponent's at 1. It's just like, did all that thinking to come to the conclusion that it doesn't matter. Here's Stoneforge Mystic. They can take the initiative here. They have Cauldra. If they just elbow tap and create Cauldra, they get the initiative. Then they can't Iganjo me. God, I'm gonna lose this game at 1 life. Here's Field of Ruin. Here's a 4-mana Stoneforge Mystic activation. There's Cauldra, which tutors up a basic land for them. I'm not gonna block the trample creature. If Plains Iganjo and 2 mystery cards with 2 Aether Vials in play, I am in trouble here. Still need Ancient Tomb. Touch the Spirit Realm. Okay. If they have nothing, I can win here. Yes, I just need them to have nothing. I go to attacks. And then I'll touch the realm. Hope you got nothing. Apparition's out. Get a 3/3. They have a 2-drop. Another Stoneforge Mystic. Fuck my life. Umezawa's Jitte. Have to chump here. You can cast and equip Jitte. That's brutal. And you get to forge this turn. And this is coming back. Oh no. Yeah, we've lost this one. Opponent stabilized at 1. Trying to think if there was something I could have done differently this game. Guess if I knew they were Death and Taxes, I could have jammed the initiative creature on the first turn and the Peacekeeper after that. Yeah, that would have just got this done a turn faster. But the Yorion decks are rarely Death and Taxes anymore. It's any other deck. It's 5-color Zenith. It's Cephalid Breakfast. I haven't played against Yorion that's actually Death and Taxes in quite some time. They're going to get to hit me here. And I guess Ancient Tomb is still a live draw if I can become the Monarch. My creature is currently large enough to survive Jitte. Nice. Jammed the Aether Vial into my Chalice. Got him. Arrakis. None of these are legends. Arrakis. Or Cauldra Complete is a legend, but it's not a creature. Alright. Yeah, the old stabilize at 1. Get him. Yeah, I sequenced for safety rather than speed, and it just turned out it was not a matchup where anything except speed matters. Chalices come out for the Plows. I don't think I want Lauren. They're a deck full of Arrakises. Ali is pretty bad too. Empty Shrine Kanushi. Tell me more. Not really what this is for, but it works. Now, Lorna, the third path, and she kills Aether Vial and Umezawa's Jitte and Batterskull. She does not kill Cauldra. Mind Sensor makes Stoneforge worse. Maybe this is too many Kanushis. I'm gonna try it like this. And now I know my job is to just jam the idiot into play as fast as possible. I mean, this makes the idiot. This is turn 1 White Plume Adventurer. I'm gonna keep. Hope I don't get Mindbreak trapped. Area. I would like to pay the 3. And let's do it. Being the initiative gets me another land right away, and Solitude's pretty nutso here. Plains. And send it. Swords to Plowshares is kind of annoying here. And they're just passing with Plains up. Yeah, they're gonna let me forge. Or let me forge and then plow. I could just go into the Lost Well instead. But I think drawing the extra card, going down the left path is gonna be worth more. Yeah, here's the plow. Very easy plow there. Cave Traders I'm not unhappy to see. That gets me working towards Solitude. Unforged Mystic is in. The Cauldra. If I draw Lotus Petal, I can cast a Solitude. Or I can just touch the Spirit Realm in Oblivion Ring mode. Take 5. Ooh, Chrome Mox. Yeah, Solitude is better. I'm going to Chrome Mox, exiling, touch the Spirit Realm, and cast Solitude here. Get rid of your Stoneforge Mystic. Go. Get to draw an extra card off Archive this turn. Thalia, whatever. Extra card. Have to go into the archive. There's no choice here. Oh, yeah. Taste it, Thalia. Also, Arrakis, taste it, Thalia. Empty Shrine Kanushi. I'm putting that card on the stack. This is pod racing. And I'm not going to play my Caracas because then I lose my ability to cast Solitude. Just going to hang out with this pro-white creature and let my deck go into the Throne of the Dead 3 this turn. They would need their own initiative creature. Take the initiative here, or a colorless way to remove Empty Shrine Kanushi. This is just like Moat, but also no mercy. Just so busted. Recruiter of the Guard. Okay. It's getting Stoneforge Mystic. They're still on that plan. And I get to enter the Throne of the Dead 3 for the first time in this league. Very excited. Hope I hit Seasoned Dungeoneer. And we did hit Seasoned Dungeoneer, which immediately goes back into the dungeon because we get an initiative trigger. I get to search for a Plains. And Dungeoneer has Hexproof for this turn cycle. Words to Plowshares. Hell yeah. Gains Hexproof until your next turn. That's what I like to hear. And guess who's a cleric? Empty Shrine Kanushi. Going to attack with that card. Oh, right. I have protection from white. This is a targeted ability. Okay. Good to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I have Swords to Plowshares, I think I can give up this City of Traders to get Caracas into play, which answers Thalia. I can just Thalia and Plow. I don't need to Solitude here. Yeah, Seasoned Dungeoneer does target. Embarrassing. Take 1, though. Gotta win the game somehow. Here's Stoneforge Mystic. Dungeoneer itself can attack this turn, and I can forge onto Kanushi, making it a untouchable 3/3. 3/3 is much bigger than 1/1, where I come from. End of turn, I'm going to bounce Thalia and Plow Stoneforge. I don't want to deal with Cauldra. Okay, there we go. Turns out, shitting out the turn 1 initiative at any cost is the play. Empty Shrine Kanushi, yeah, maybe 3 is the correct number of this card. Peacekeeper is really good. Spellbinder might be not so good. Yep, I'm in. Let's do it. This is not a turn 1 idiot. It's a turn 2 idiot with disruption, but no removal. And being on the draw is tough. Opponent kept 7. I have to do better than this. And what if they just play Stoneforge Mystic? I guess I touch the Spirit Realm it. Okay, I'll keep. I don't like this. I hope I top deck one of my 8 artifact mana sources and speed this hand up. Mother of Runes. Yeah, that's a card in your deck. I'm going to play Plains and pass the turn. Embarrassing. Never Non-Human. Taki War's Wage. Okay. Good thing I didn't truck Chrome Mox last turn. Well, there's Lotus Petal now. Mother of Runes is cramping my style, I gotta tell you. I could initiate a game where we're bashing the initiative back and forth. I think I'm just gonna pass on Aven Mind Sensor. Try to stuff a Stoneforge Mystic this turn. Like with Mother of Runes, they just give pro white and immediately take the initiative from me, and I'm not sure that I can ever get it back. Death and Tax is very good against creatures. Rooter. Yeah. How do you like them apples? This deck has a high density of hits. They might just find one anyway, but it's not whatever they want. Dieclave Apparition. Good chance they would have gotten that anyway. Ancient Tomb. Cavern of Souls. I'm reading Amiria's Call because it might be one of those games. This costs 7. Take 2 angels and my other creatures are indestructible. I have a flying creature, but I know they can remove it now. Fuck, man. Oh, I know what I need to do. I'm gonna play White Plume Adventurer. And I'm gonna play the Plains I tutor up with it. And then play the Lotus Petal. And I'll use Touch the Spirit Realm to flicker my initiative creature so I get it back. I regain the initiative. And I am going to push for damage. I get to untap it anyway. Free money. We like free money on this channel. I could also use touch to flicker the creature that they target with Mother of Runes. Let's hope they just start the turn by casting. Okay. Well, I'm not going to flicker that. You can have that. And they do get the initiative. They get to search the top 4 cards of their deck for a plains. They do play a lot of plains, but they could miss here. Miss. Nice. You're still in combat. You know that. Okay, Skyclave Apparition. Let's hope they go for the White Plume Adventurer here. That's the easy play for me. Flicker Wisp. Hate that. Oh, pro white. Like, what are you even going to target? Your good card to untap, not be targeted here. Untapping Mother of Runes. Wish I had Containment Priest right now. Okay, I'm going to touch Spirit Realm on my White Plume Adventurer as advertised. And that comes back. I get the initiative. Now I have a real choice between going into Lost Well or Forge. Mother of Runes is summoning sick. I can't get a big hit in here. The 5/5, 10/10, but then they're stable behind Mom again. Going into Lost Well, a removal spell would be nice. I think I'm going into Lost Well. Glad I did that. Bottom both of these. I could goad Mother of Runes. They could just activate it, which they're going to do anyway. I think I want the stash. Oh, wait, but treasures are pretty bad with Kataki in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I can cast Amiria's Call right now? Going into the stash. Hell yeah. And Empty Shrine Kanushi, present on the battlefield right now. Already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is this game? Hope you like angels. And my creatures are indestructible, so I get to just pound with no consequences at all. I'm at 9 life. That's kind of a consequence. And untap Aven Mind Sensor. It has flying. My creatures are indestructible until my next turn. Just my non-angels. My angels can die in combat. My Aven Mind Sensor cannot. Schadenport, just a little late to the party. I know they have Skyclave Apparition. They're vile, sure. Apparition, okay. And I get to just clap for 8 in the air if they do the Mother of Runes trick, and I get a 4/1 menace if they don't. Their Aether Vial's also subject to their own Kataki here. Okay, they are making the move. They get to go into Forge next, or Lost Well. I guess if they Forge, I could actually be dead very quickly. Yeah, they just put 3 counters on, or make Flicker Wisp 5 power, and then Lava Axe me next turn. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble. I was having fun for a minute there, but no, this is bad. Solitude. Oh my god, it's Solitude. That's the thing I wanted. Okay. I attack with everything. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. They don't need to block everything. Probably just send 2 angels. But then if they just don't block, they're not dead, and I don't have a flying blocker. Oh wait, I do, because White Plume Adventure is busted. Right. I send with my 2 angels. Here come the angels. Then I get a 4/1 skeleton when I get the initiative here, which is not a white creature, notably. 4/1 black skeleton. And can I afford to take 4? I'm just dead to the trap. I'm going to Cavern on Cleric. And this way I only take 2 when I cast Solitude. Or I could take 0 if I want to pitch it. You like to pay for your Aether Vial that your Kataki has taxed you on. They've officially had to pay for more Katakis than I have in this game where they cast Kataki. I just instantly didn't pay for Aether Vial. You love to see it. They're tapping one of my Ancient Tombs. Luckily, I don't need that one. If they had targeted a Plains there, I actually would have been in trouble. I would have forced the action on Solitude, and then I just lose. Or I don't get the Solitude body. I would have to pitch cast it, so I guess I don't just lose. But Ancient Tomb was not the target, unless there's more land disruption coming. Oh, a second Rashad Port. Makes sense. Okay, I'm going to have to pitch the Solitude. At least I have the option. Evoke Solitude in response. Do gain 5 life, but I keep the initiative, and I'm going into the throne. This actually suddenly looks good, unless they have Swords of Plowshares. Then it looks questionable. But at least I'm not dead. Oh, they packed it up. Wow, that was weird and ugly, and I didn't like that at all. But we learned some hard lessons in the first 2 rounds. Then we continued learning hard lessons in the remaining rounds, but we did win them all. 0-2 into 3-0, as we got a feel for the deck. At the beginning of this video, I recommended Raven Yu's primer on how to play decks like this. And now after playing this, I recommend it even more because this was tough. Like the hands where it's I can do something busted on turn 2, but I'm not doing anything on turn 1 are really tricky. Sequencing your 3-drop matters. Like I lost that game against Doomsday because I cast Anointed Peacekeeper before Elite Spellbinder. I lost that game 1 just now to Death and Taxes because I played Anointed Peacekeeper before White Plume Adventurer. It's just every little decision matters. The whole game is about sequencing and mulliganing. And after that, it's just Wesco take the wheel on trying to find the correct cards to interact appropriately with your opponent, who might be cantripping or have planeswalkers or all these cool card types that Legacy offers you, or if they have Force of Will. Yeah, the cheese potential, the raw power is definitely here. It's a Chalice of the Void deck with 4, 8, 12, 16 ways to turn 1 it. That's more than 8 cast. I mean, 8 cast has a Mox Opal, but they don't play City of Traders. I mean, you're really good at casting Chalice on turn 1 if you have Chalice in your opening hand, and the initiative is not to be fucked with if that just starts ticking up. We saw multiple games where that's basically all I did. I was just all in, spend 4 or 5 cards on turn 1 to get the initiative, and then let it win the game for me. We beat a in-play Iona Shield of Emeria. That happened. We won a game on the back of Empty Shrine Kanushi, and we also won a game on the back of Hardcast Emeria's Call. I think we got the full range of this deck's experience. I don't think we straight nutted like turn 1 Chalice on 1, turn 2 initiative. I don't think that perfect curve happened, but we did have a lot of Chalices and we had a lot of initiatives. Also learned that Empty Shrine Kanushi does not explore or get protection from creatures with Seasoned Dungeoneer. That didn't blow me out because I was playing against Mono-White, but if you were counting on protection from creatures and your opponent just had like Armorgoyf in play or something, that Kanushi would have died. Watch out for that. You also get a warning at a paper tournament if you declare an attack and say, I'll target my Kanushi. That is a game rule violation, and if you get 3 of those, you get a game loss. Don't forget to untap a creature with White Plume Adventure. There's another trigger. I made at least 1 attack in this league with just like, might as well attack, gotta get in somehow, and then, oh, okay, it's untapped anyway. That was a fun moment. I have no meaningful contribution to talk about the construction of the deck, or I know some have the Chalices in the sideboard and Swords of Plowshares in the main because they recognize they want to interact through creatures more than keep people from casting spells. There's versions with Stoneforge Mystic. There's versions with Archon of Emeria. There's a lot of different takes on this. The list is still shaking out, but the shell is there, and I know a lot of capable people are working on it. This is going to be part of Legacy for a while. I don't think it's broken or ban-worthy. I'm not there, but it is very quickly archetype defining new cards have entered the format. And I'm going to leave it there. Thank you again, Chris, for sharing your cards with me and making this league possible. And thank you to everyone for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon and all that other stuff that supports the channel in the video description. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.